Hello. We have been working with the sum and difference formulas from section 3, 6-3. We are going to start with the first half of section 6-4 right now. And if you just look at your identity sheets, those are the double angle formulas, which are the ones that you see on here right now. So let's go ahead and just kind of show a couple things that we can do here. Pretty similar, actually, to what we just got done with the sum and difference formulas. Here we're told that the cosine of an angle is -3/5, and that angle is in the second quadrant. Find the exact value of each expression. First of all, to find the sine of 2 theta, if you look at the double angle formula, find that on your sheet. Got it? Yep, that's it. That's the one that says that it is equal to 2 times the sine of theta times the cosine of theta. So we need to figure out what those values are. So let's find out what the x, y, and r values are. If cosine is -3/5, that means x is -3, r is 5, therefore y would have to be 4. And since this is in the second quadrant, then the y value is going to be positive. So I'm going to take 2 times the sine. The sine will be 4/5, because that's y over r. And the cosine will be -3/5. That's x over r plus that's given to you. As I multiply this, I'm going to take, this is just 2 over 1, so let's just multiply straight across. I have 2 times 4 is 8, times -3 is -24, so I get -24. On the bottom, I have 5 times 5, so that is 25. So my answer, -24 over 25. For the cosine, you may notice that there actually are 3 formulas for the cosine. There's cosine squared minus sine squared. There's 1 minus 2 sine squared, and 2 cosine squared minus 1. We can use any of those that we want to use. I'm going to choose, since we're given what the cosine is, I'm going to use the one that only has a cosine in it, and that is the 2 cosine squared of theta minus 1. So that way I don't have to worry about trying to figure out what sine is and all that other stuff. So this is 2 times -3/5 squared minus 1. Now, if I square 3/5, that gives me 9/25. I have to square both numbers, so that's 9 over 25. I'm multiplying that 9 by 2, so that gives me 18 over 25 minus 1. In order to combine these, I need the same denominator. So I'm going to change that 1 to a 25 over 25. To get 18 minus 25 is -7, so I get -7 over 25 for my solution. Here I have them working with tangent. Actually, it's using the same given information, so let me just copy that down again. We said that x is -3, y was 4. This is still using the same previous example, and r is 5. But this time we're going to find the tangent of 2 theta, which is 2 tangent of theta over, put in theta there, over 1 minus tangent squared of theta. So the tangent will be 4 over -3. So I have 2 over -4/3 over 1 minus -4/3 squared. So if I multiply up here, I get -8/3. Down here, I have 16. This turns out to be 16/9. So I have 1 minus 16/9. And if I take 1 minus 16/9, I'm going to change the 1 to a 9/9. That would give me -7/9. So I have -8/3 over -7/9. Now, there are a couple ways I could do this. I personally think that the easiest thing to do is if this number right there and this number right there were the same, then you could cancel those out. I'm going to change that 3 to a 9 by multiplying it by 3, which means I multiply the 8 by 3 to get 24. Now these 9s cancel out, so I get -24 over -7, which is 24 over 7. Just like math is cool, 24/7. Finally, I'm taking some formulas here and just kind of matching them up. If you look at this, this says 2 cosine squared minus 1. We have an identity that says that 2 cosine squared minus 1 is equal to, see if you can find that within those double angle formulas. You see it there? Yeah, that's the one. 2 cosine squared minus 1 is equal to the cosine of 2 on your sheet. It's 2 alpha. Okay? Well, alpha is this angle right here. So we could say that's a formula for the cosine of 2 times pi over 12. Well, if I take 2 times pi over 12, that would be 2 pi over 12, which is pi over 6. So really, this is a formula for finding the cosine of pi over 6. And what is the cosine of pi over 6? Very good. Radical 3 over 2. With the next one down that says cosine squared minus sine squared of 22.5 degrees, well, cosine squared minus sine squared is that formula for, again, it's another formula for the cosine of 2 alpha, where alpha would simply be that angle that's given, so 2 times 22.5 degrees. Oops, 2 times 22, let me erase that, sorry about that. 2 times 22.5 degrees. Well, 2 times 22.5 degrees is 45 degrees. So we're going to find the cosine of 45 degrees, which, you are fast, radical 2 over 2. All right. Hope you took good notes. If there's anything you didn't understand, maybe go back through and re-watch it or listen to it. But I will just be seeing you tomorrow.